Hi, welcome to Laura's View and Terra 2. I am so glad you're here. Today's date is Monday, January 8th, 2024. Let's use the tarot cards today and take a little peek at what may be going on with Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin, who is being reported as in a lengthy hospitalization as a result of complications for a surgical procedure. I'm going to take you first to a search I did with using a fairly conventional these days search engine, and then alternatively an alternative one I used, and I'm going to share with you just what seemed to be surprising to me. Now, I have not done a compilation. If the items I show you during the share screen interest you, you may want to stop the video and notice them. But these are results that were done with a search just this afternoon on the 8th of January at about 1:30 Eastern Standard Time, in case they change as new developments happen. Okay, I'm going to the share screen. First, using this search engine, I got these items. First of all, the informational one about his life, Wikipedia, and then these fairly current ones. And I noticed there was a recurring theme. First of all, USA Today, Yahoo News, CBS News, the Associated Press, the Boston Globe. All of those are very mainstream outlets. And all of those are saying that this illness undercuts the campaign message of number 46, that Biden was clueless, and so much for adults being back in charge, kind of negative and not too supportive of the 46 administration and questions over defense. Okay, the White House is going to review his lack of disclosure. Then I did a search using this engine and got fairly similar results. Okay. It did add that he, a day ago, according to the Guardian World News, he takes full responsibility for his secret hospitalization. Okay, so we have a secret hospitalization that caught the Biden administration clueless. What? And then they are reviewing his actions. It sounds to me like they may be getting ready to decide to officially dismiss him from his position as Secretary of Defense and wrap this situation up as neatly as possible that way. That's just a guess. Reading between the headlines, that's what seems to be happening. But what I wanted to do is now there is alt news chatter that Mr. Austin actually met an unexpected and surprising demise when visiting a country that we are financially supporting in their conflict. You know who I'm talking about, I'm sure. Okay, so let's ask the cards. It does seem to be that there's a situation going on here. I want to be really clear about how I'm going to ask this question. So, because phrasing a question is very important. And if you think that both sides of the aisle aren't aware that information can be on an intuitive level obscured, veiled, what have you, you're being a little naive. So let's just assume that there has been an effort made to keep interested parties from looking into the situation and getting accurate results. So I'm going to ask for insights and information. Is the chatter that Mr. Austin met his demise, is there accuracy in that chatter? Plus other insights and information. And I'd like those insights, information, and that answer to be given to us as they would have been shared prior to any veiling and obscuring efforts made on the part of those who don't want disclosures to happen on an intuitive level. So I think we've got our bases covered with a phrase like that. I'm going to switch the camera, let you watch me deal and shuffle the cards, and we'll find out together if there's truth to that chatter, plus any other insights and information that the universe wants to share. Okay. Let's find out together what is going on with our Secretary of Defense. It's my understanding that this gentleman was one that supported mandating all our troops receive an experimental protocol. So those requirements really bother me, and I'm not a fan, I'll admit that. But we weren't asking, should I admire the man? We're asking what's going on, and is there truth to the chatter that he's not in the hospital, something else has happened to him, and he's no longer on the earthly plane. We have the Seven of Wands, the Ten of Wands, Knight of Cups, Page of Swords, the Fool, Judgment, and the King of Swords. Okay, so the situation is indicated by, these are fast-moving actions. Okay, the wands are a fast-moving type of energy, and a 10 usually means an ending of something. So we're getting kind of an indication right here that yes, there was an ending of something, and we were asking, was there truth to that chatter? It looks like there may be indeed be some truth to that. Now, in the recent past, we have the Knight of Cups showing up here. Kind of a tricky energy, doesn't like to, you can be a fraud. So they're trying to come up with explanations that are not actually what's going on with the situation here. Now, the current Page of Swords, this is a card that talks about truth. So there is some truth to this chatter, absolutely. In the near future, looking ahead, we have the Fool. So it does look like Mr. Austin is going to seem to be asked to step down from his position. He started off somewhere else. His physical self has continued the journey of the soul and is facing some judgment. I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh. It's just that the cards, it's just almost humor sometimes what they share with us. And that working with judgment is the King of Swords, a card of justice and truth. Okay. And yeah, so it does look like there's some truth there. Let's get a couple more cards, because the universe seems to be enjoying sharing this information. Free of Balak. Yes, there is truth to this. Absolutely truth to this. And it's sitting on top of the 10. So that 10, the ending of something, meant the ending of his current earthly existence. The man is no longer with us. They are scrambling to see if they can come up with a stand-in. And the man is 70 years old and a very heavyset black man. It may be hard to find someone that can imitate him, what have you. And ultimately, it's not going to make a big difference in the course of events for our country or our world. It's just a little amusing to know that rather than simply admitting that something has happened and he has had a suddenly experience like so many people have the last couple of years, although his wasn't related to the same thing, they're scrambling. And why don't they just be honest about it? Just even if they're not honest about where it happened or how it happened, just say, complications, boom, sudden health crisis caused him to leave the earthly plane, and then they can shout his accomplishments and laud him and all that sort of thing. So let's recap. We asked for information about, is there truth to the alt media chatter that Mr. Austin has met an end to his earthly existence? And we got a very strong yes in the read, absolutely, with the Ace of Pentacles showing up. The situation was indicated by, the fast-moving events, okay, with the wand showing up on both sides of things, and the 10 of Wands kind of clarifying his situation, and 10s are kind of the completion of something. The looking forward, what I found a little amusing is he's off on a new chapter of his journey. And in that process, he's facing some judgment. And that judgment is going to be fair and happening off this earthly plane. Now, I also got information from the cards with several cups showing up that the 46th administration is scrambling, trying to decide how to end this storyline or bring it to a less sensational conclusion. Will they simply say that they've asked him to retire? He had retired in 2016 before he came on board as Secretary of Defense. And then the King of Cups that they're trying to, again, scramble. I think that administration has enough to worry about. Why don't they just simply tell the truth as much as possible that he has left the earthly plane, needs to be replaced, and then they can let him seem to have departed a hero. Whereas, according to alt media chatter, he may be under 20 stories of rubble. Oh, and if he was over there doing clandestine and treasonous wheeling and dealings, there's play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. Okay, that's it for this video. I thank you so much for your time and attention. I don't take you for granted. Just a little reminder before I sign off. I do not ask for donations. I never have, I never will. I do not charge to let you view my content. Any that I create is always going to be available to you free of charge. You are free will individuals. So if my perspectives don't resonate with you, they don't seem to be folly, just watch something else. Your time is precious, so spend it where you feel like it's being spent with value. And I won't be offended. I will not be everybody's cup of tea. I accept that. And you're welcome to go elsewhere. I don't mind, and I wish you well if you do. But if you found this information entertaining, this perspective to be of interest, I'm glad you're here. And whether you did or not, no matter how you feel about this content, I still wish you love and light and everything bright. Bye.